Hi everyone, this is part 3 of square roots. Today we'll be looking at more complex square roots that involve us looking for square factors. If we don't have a square factor, then the answer won't be right. Okay, let's get into some examples. Let's start off with square root 12. Let's start off easy. Okay, we need to look for a square factor in 12. So the only square factor that we can get out of this is 4. For example, examples of square factors are 4, 9, 16, 25, 36, and so on. Okay, so 4 is our first number. So we take square root 4, and we need another number that will get us to 12. So 4 times 3 will give us 12. So the next number is 3. So it'll be 4 times square root 3. Square root 4 times square root 3. Okay, the next thing we need to do is simplify this. So square root 4 gives us 2, and what's left is square root 3. So 2 times square root 3. So that's our answer. Okay, let's move on to square root 28. Okay, same thing, we need to look for a square factor of 28. So in order of this to work, we need to take 4. Square root 4 times what's left would be 7, so square root 7, which gives us, oh wait, and then you have to simplify this, so square root 4, when you simplify it, will give us 2, and then what's left is 2 to square root 7. Okay, let's move on to square root 27. So we have to look at this. So the only number that will work is 9. So square root 9, what's left? 3. So square root 9 times square root 3 gives us, so when you simplify this, so square root 9 will give us 3, and what's left is square root 3. Okay, cool. Let's move on to square root 52. Okay, same thing. 4 will work this time as square root 4 times square root 13. So this time we have to simplify square root 4. So square root 4 gives us 2, and what's left is 13. 2 square root 13. Okay, let's move on to square root 44. Okay, same thing. We need to look for 2 numbers that will get us to 44, and one of them has to be a square factor. So the only number is 4 that will work. So square root 4, and what's left would be 11. So square root 4 times square root 11. When you simplify square root 4 will give us 2, and what's left is square root 11. Okay, let's move on to square root 96. Same thing, this time we're going to take 16, as that's a pair. That will get us to 96. So square root 16 times square root 6 will give us square root 96. So square root 16, when it's simplified, it's 4. And what's left is square root 6. Okay, let's move on to square root 84. Okay, same thing, we're going to take 4 this time. And the pair of 4 is going to be 21. Square root 4 times square root 21 gives us square root 84. And square root 4 gives us 2. And what's left is square root 21. So 2 square root 21. Okay, let's take a higher number. Let's do square root 162. This time this time it's going to be 81. It's not on this list, but it's further on. So 81, let's put it here. So square root 81, and what's left of that is, it's going to be 2. Square root 81 times square root 2 gives us square root 162. When you simplify square root 81, it will give us 9. And what's left is square root 2. So 9 square root 2 is our answer. And let's move on to square root 240. This time square root 16. And what's left? Square root 15. A way of checking this is just to multiply. 16 times 15. You just go 6 times 5, 0, and then 3 at the top, 8, 6, 1 times 6, and 1 times 1. Okay, there's your answer. So that's checking that it's right. Okay, so square root 16, when it's simplified, it's 4, and what's left is 15. Okay, thank you for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Bye.